This looks promising. Eldritch Sun entrance. That's what we need. Okay. So... alright, so I'm guessing that a quest objective is blocking me getting in there. So just to recap for the new people in the chat, this is... Where I'm at right now is actually from the second expansion that was added to the game. But the final expansion, the one that just came out, has a quest near the finale that requires quest items from all the previous expansions. And I need to get in that tome, but the last time I did that tome was years ago, in real life. So I'm trying to remember what I need to do to unlock it. But I found it. That's the first step. Let me check the quest journal. Eldritch Sun. Gargan Key. Use the rod to summon ancient guardian to serve as a weapon. Sun ritual must be performed to place a great power of the evil. Travel north to the ruins of Abid and find the Temple of Atef. Eliminate the Temple Guardians and then use the Gargan Key to perform the summoning ritual at the Temple Altar. Temple of Atef. Ruins of Abid. Okay, I guess over there? Alright. Is the flask system upgrade similar to PoE? So the most... you have one health potion and one energy potion. They do not run out. If you use them, they are just on cooldown for a certain number of seconds. That's basically it. Hold on. Am I at the right spot right now? Sorry. There is a cauldron in the newest expansion where you can... Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Where you can customize the potion. For example, you could have... potion only has a single charge, but it cools down and recovers after 10 seconds. Or you could have potion can hold 2 charges, but it takes 20 seconds for each charge to recover. So you've got a lot of little choices like that that can customize the healing flask and the mana potion. And sometimes you can add modifiers to it, like after using a potion, you have 100% more magic find for 3 minutes or something like that. I've seen a few of those. Royal sarcophagus. It's just like a chest.
That skill's not ready.
Blue item. Make a portal here. I don't know if I'm going to a boss fight or not. Oh, yep.
That skill's not
There's 3 boss health bars in there. Alright, focusing... another nice thing about this game, if you're playing a pet build, is you can bind a key to give your pets an order. So I'm having them focus fire right now.
that skill's not
Ow, potion. Alright, not too bad. What? Why can I not walk up there? Just go around? Okay. Use the key. Now what do I do? Let me check the quest. Hang on. Return to Basila at the Vanguard of the Three. Okay. She is down here. Oh, wait. No. That's the Conclave. Vanguard of the Three is the forward base. Did my game freeze? It's been a night of technical difficulties. I'm gonna give it a moment and see if it unsticks. If it doesn't, then I'll force restart it. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully it saved that last thing I did. We'll find out in a moment. If it still remembers that all I have to do is go talk to that lady, that's not going to be bad. Alright, let's check this again. Oh, that's rough. Activate the altar. Okay.
I hear you've done some.
It does not. It did not remember that. Alright. So, the last save was just a minute ago. It remembers that I killed all the Guardians. It does not remember that I clicked on the altar. So I'm gonna go back there and possibly do it again. Not a big deal, but annoying. Let me see if I can just run through this stuff now that I know the route through here.
That skill's not ready.
Well, we're getting the loot again. Okay. Alright, where's the forward camp? Vanguard of the Three. I think that's it. So the maps are static. The maps are static, but they do make changes. So, for example, okay, here's a little area, right? Let's say in your game, there's like a barricade there, and so it forces you to go around. The next time you play it, there might be barricades here, and it forces you to go around this way. So the maps are static, and you can find them online if you wish to, but there are obstructions that are kind of randomly placed in different areas each time you play it. Hopefully that made sense.
What a wonderfully... yes. But don't think of it as sums. The witch gods are united in this endeavor. All of our forces stand at the ready to assault the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and...
Okay. Assault the tomb of the Eldritch Sun. That's exactly what we need. So, let's try going back there. Alright. That's it up there. So hopefully, it's a bit of a run. But hopefully when we get there, it will be unlocked. I was just gonna try to run past this stuff, but it was a bit too much, and I was like, I will die if I try to just turn my back on it and run through.
Can't do that.
Oh! That's the guy that we just summoned doing the quest that we just did. So he's actually out here murdering things. Thanks, buddy. That's pretty cool seeing him on the battlefield out here. Him helping clear the way.
That's still not can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Almost there. If he was a Guild Wars 1 NPC, he'd tag along for the whole quest. Mm-hmm.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready. Can't do that.
Almost level 65, then I can use those boots I've been carrying around for a bit that are a small upgrade. Today I learned that there's a video on YouTube that is 1 hour of silence with occasional interruptions from Michael Jackson. You look up some weird stuff. Just imagine sleeping and every 32 minutes, Ooh. That's the best. That's the best impression I can do.
That skill's not ready. That skill's
5 out of 10. I'll accept that.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet.
Sleeping and then out of nowhere, Billy Jean. Yep.
You have to stop
That
doing
skill's
this.
not ready.
the time. I do not know who you are, and the world, indeed. Yes, the world may not know my name. Don't mock me.
Oh. I guess I just had to mock him, and he would say, "Don't mock me," and then he attacks.
That skill's not ready.
Have a taste. Bask in my power.
Oh, he summoned a big bony boy.
I wish to be immortal. And so, he was consumed. When Dravis confronted me,
Turtle Shell is at level 19. There we go. Whoa, something came out. The Steward. Oh, he has his own death soundtrack. Nice. Okay, Tome of the Eldritch Sun. Okay, so this is near the end of the desert expansion. We, of course, skipped a lot to get here, but we are finally here. And let's get a recap on the thing that we need for the current, the end expansion from here. By working with the Witch God cults, you have gained access to the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Somewhere within these forgotten ruins lie the embers of the First Flame, a gift from a primordial god to its most loyal worshippers. Only the flames of a god that resisted the void have any hope of expunging the corruption festering within Baronath. You must acquire these embers and deliver them to Talgir the Druid in Kernhold. Alright, so that's what brought us here in the first place.
Can't do that.
Now, I don't know if we're going to need to beat the boss of this expansion, or if they're just like, if they're somewhere else down here somewhere. Didn't you say you played at Minion Master in Guild Wars 1? When I first played Guild Wars 1, a very, very long time ago, yes. How'd you handle the minions since they disappeared after each zone swap? I mean, like you said, they die. So you would have to get started again. But like if you were in a, like a dungeon or something, and if you're playing Minion Master, your group kind of carried you at the beginning. And then once you got some momentum and you got a bunch of minions going, then you were kind of carrying them by the end. But you kind of had to go, because the minions were constantly dying. A brazier lit with unnatural flame stands before you. These must be the embers of the first flame spoken of in legend. The very flames that can help cleanse Baronath of corruption. Gather the embers. Oh my god, we got it. We got it! Alright. Kernhold. Go over here first to the shops. Okay. Equip those. That's a lot of numbers. Two-hander, though. +1 to all occultist skills. Very, very good if I was playing that. Plus 93% fire damage and burn damage to pets. So if you were to cultist with a Hellhound, that'd be amazing. Alright, that's it for that. Stash. These purple things are all quest items. That's a maybe later. Clean up your inventory? I just did. Spotless now. Alright, so this is the one.
That intense heat. It is not of this world.
I bring the embers.
To see the power of gods manifested in such a manner, it is humbling.
That's everything.
The Elder Skald was right about you. Speak to her as soon as you can. We will make preparations immediately.
Okay.
I hear you have already mustered the necessary materials. Oh, you are a gift from the gods.
What of the beast?
I am told the great beast Baranath's rampage has carried it all the way up our sacred mountain. I fear that reaches the peak, then it will usher in an age of darkness upon Asterkarn, from which there is no turning back. This wicked taint will only grow, spreading to Erelon and beyond. None will be spared from the void's all-devouring influence.
Is it too late?
Perhaps, but we must not drown in despair just yet. I will travel with my pupils to the
Look at this
Aurora
option.
Peaks, beyond the glaciers to the north of the Dread Wastes. There, we will carve the ancient runes and prepare for the ritual. We have already asked much of you, but I must ask for your aid once more. Will you join us on the roof of the world and face Baranath?
I will see this through. And now she wants to talk. Oh wait, the dog wants to talk? What? The giant wolf companion of the current High Chieftain stares deeply into your eyes. There's something familiar about them. Stare back into the wolf's eyes. Your head begins to throb, but in your mind you see a far-off cliff in the Aurora Peaks. You're not sure why, but someone you know awaits you there. Leave to go investigate. What? Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's close a bunch of this stuff. Okay. That is something else. This was all over the place. I'm probably not doing that one. Seek out the wolf's vision. A vision of a far-off cliffside in the Aurora Peaks. Cleanse the land. Okay. It's in the roof of the world. Alright. So, there's 3 quests here that I think are still possible to do in the expansion. Volder River Kern Shrine. Volder River Rift. We should have the shrine already on the map. There it is. Alright, so southish. Angry beaver people. Current shrine. Oh, it actually wasn't that. It was that. Okay, well, we're still en route to that. Alright, so there's the corrupted shrine. Offer a frozen aster. Okay. Next one. Ulo Springs. Shrine. Alright, so here's Ulo Springs. It's a big area. I don't remember where the shrine is here. Hang on a sec. I know I've already found these shrines, but they don't show up on the map unless you're near them. So I want to see if I can pull up a map of it. I don't know if anyone's already done that. That's not it. I don't know where this thing is. And try going down this main road area and see if it pops up on the map, because wherever it is, it should pop up when I'm near it. Ah, there. Perfect. There it is. Hopefully I have enough of the quest items. There's a flower called a frozen aster, and that's what you have to use on the shrine. Okay, I did have another one there. Alright, so the last one is in the Dread Waste. Okay, right there. Is that the Dread Waste, or is this the Dread Waste? Okay, I just entered the Dread Waste. Alright, so the rift was in front of it. Okay. Purifying Altar. Kern Shrine, west of me. There it is. Hopefully I've got one more of those flowers. I honestly do not know if I have one in storage or not. Loot explosions! Oh, a blueprint too. I've got so many hours in this game, it's rare I find blueprints I don't already have, but, you know, there's some in the expansion. Oleron's Wrath. Ow. Hurt.